Welcome to The Soft Glow of the Lighthouse, a tranquil and soothing sleep story crafted to guide you into a peaceful night's rest. If you enjoy this narrative and find it helpful in your journey towards relaxation, please give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. Before we embark on our serene journey by the sea, we'll begin with a calming breathing guidance to help you unwind and prepare for the story ahead. If you prefer to skip directly to the narrative, you can find the timestamps for each chapter in the description below. Take a moment to find a comfortable position, allowing your body to sink into your mattress, feeling fully supported and at ease. Adjust your blankets or pillow if needed, creating a cozy nest just for you. This is your time to release the day's events and invite calm and tranquility into your evening. Allow the gentle sounds of the sea and the comforting glow of the lighthouse to wash over you, guiding you into a state of deep relaxation. Let's begin with a soothing breath together. Slowly inhale through your nose, allowing the air to flow easily and naturally. Then exhale gently through your mouth, like a soft sigh of relief. With each breath, feel your body softening and releasing any tension. Imagine the rhythmic ebb and flow of the waves, the warm glow of the lighthouse beam, and the soft hues of the coastal landscape. Let these images fill your mind with serenity. If your mind begins to wander, that's okay. Just let your thoughts drift by, like clouds in a peaceful sky, and gently return your attention to your breathing or the sound of my voice. There's nothing you need to do now except listen and allow the story to carry you into rest. Feel the rhythm of the sea, the steady beat of life as it flows gently by. Let it carry away your worries, your fears, your doubts. Allow yourself to be one with the harmony of the coast. As you listen to the soothing sounds of the sea and the comforting glow of the lighthouse, let the tranquility of the coastal landscape envelop you, bringing you a sense of peace and contentment. Now let's begin our journey into the heart of the lighthouse, where the gentle rhythm of the sea awaits to guide you into a serene and restful sleep. Chapter 1. Dawn's Gentle Awakening. In the soft, quiet hours of early morning, Elara feels the first light of dawn filtering through the curtains of her cozy cottage. The room is bathed in a gentle golden glow, casting long, delicate shadows that dance lightly on the walls. She experiences a slow, peaceful awakening, her body still warm and relaxed from the comfort of her bed. The air is cool and fresh, carrying with it the subtle scent of the sea, a constant and soothing presence in her life. Elara's eyes flutter open, and she takes a moment to simply feel the weight of her blankets, the smoothness of the sheets against her skin. The sound of gentle waves lapping against the shore reaches her ears, a rhythmic and calming melody that has become a familiar lullaby. She stretches slowly, her muscles easing into the movement with a sense of tranquility. The world outside her window is quiet and still, the only sounds those of nature stirring with the dawn. As she rises, Elara moves with a deliberate slowness, her feet touching the cool wooden floor. The sensation grounds her, connecting her to the earth and the simple pleasures of her daily routine. She wraps herself in a soft, worn robe, the fabric comforting and familiar against her skin. The cottage is filled with the soft light of morning, creating a serene and inviting atmosphere. Elara makes her way to the kitchen, the room filled with the gentle hum of the old refrigerator and the ticking of the clock on the wall. She fills the kettle with water, the sound of it pouring a soothing rhythm in the quiet space. As she waits for it to boil, she gazes out the window, watching as the sun rises higher in the sky, casting its warm light over the sea. The sight is one of pure tranquility, a moment of stillness that brings a sense of peace to her soul. The kettle whistles softly, a gentle call to the next part of her morning ritual. Elara pours the hot water into her favorite teacup, the porcelain warm and smooth in her hands. The aroma of herbal tea fills the air, a comforting scent that she inhales deeply. She adds a spoonful of honey, the sweetness a gentle treat to start her day. Sitting at the small wooden table by the window, she sips her tea slowly, feeling the warmth spread through her body. As she drinks her tea, Elara allows her mind to wander, reflecting on the simple joys of her life. The rhythm of the sea, the comfort of her cottage, the familiar routines that bring a sense of security and peace. She feels a deep sense of gratitude for these moments, for the quiet beauty of her world. The sun continues to rise, its light growing brighter and warmer, casting a soft glow over everything. Elara takes a final sip of her tea, feeling a sense of contentment and ease as she prepares to start her day. Chapter 2: The Morning Garden. With her tea finished, Elara feels a gentle stirring, a soft call to move into the day. She slips on a pair of well-worn shoes, the leather molded to the shape of her feet, a testament to the many peaceful hours spent tending to her garden. The door to the cottage creaks open softly, a familiar sound that greets her every morning. The air outside is cool and refreshing, carrying with it the scent of dew-kissed grass and blooming flowers. As she steps into the garden, Elara experiences a sense of deep connection and belonging. The garden is her sanctuary, a place where she finds solace and joy in the simple acts of nurturing and growth. The path beneath her feet is soft and yielding, the earth cushioning each step as she moves deeper into the verdant space. The sounds of the sea fade slightly, replaced by the gentle hum of nature. The soft buzz of bees, the rustle of leaves, the occasional chirp of a bird. The garden is a tapestry of colors and textures, each plant and flower contributing to the overall sense of harmony and tranquility. Elara's fingers brush against the velvety leaves of a sage plant, the scent releasing into the air, a fragrant and soothing aroma. She pauses to admire the delicate petals of a rose, the soft pink hue a gentle contrast against the deep green of the foliage. The dewdrops clinging to the petals sparkle like tiny diamonds in the morning light, a sight that brings a soft smile to her lips. Elara moves through the garden with a sense of purpose, her hands gently tending to the plants. She feels the cool earth between her fingers as she weeds the beds, the sensation grounding and calming. The repetitive motion of pruning and watering becomes a meditation, her mind quieting as she focuses on the task at hand. The water from the can feels cool and refreshing as it trickles over her fingers, the sound of it hitting the earth a soothing melody. In the heart of the garden stands an old stone bench, its surface worn smooth by time and weather. Elara sits down, feeling the coolness of the stone through her clothes. She closes her eyes, taking a moment to simply be present in the space. The sun warms her face, the light filtering through the leaves of the trees above, casting dappled shadows on her skin. The sounds of the garden surround her, a symphony of nature that lulls her into a state of deep relaxation. As she sits, Elara allows her senses to fully engage with the world around her. She inhales deeply, the scent of the garden filling her lungs, the sweetness of the flowers, the earthiness of the soil, the freshness of the air. She listens to the gentle rustle of the leaves, the soft hum of the bees, the distant call of a seabird. She feels the warmth of the sun, the coolness of the stone, the gentle breeze that brushes against her skin. Each sensation is a gentle reminder of the beauty and peace that surrounds her. Elara opens her eyes, her gaze falling on a small patch of lavender. The plants are in full bloom, their vibrant purple a striking contrast against the green of the garden. She rises from the bench, her movements slow and deliberate, and makes her way to the lavender. She bends down, her fingers brushing against the soft petals, releasing the fragrant scent into the air. She carefully selects a few stems, cutting them with a small pair of shears. The lavender will make a wonderful addition to her tea later in the day, a soothing and comforting end to her morning routine. With the lavender in hand, Elara makes her way back to the cottage, her steps light and her heart full. The garden has once again provided her with a sense of peace and connection, a reminder of the simple joys that can be found in the world around us. As she steps back into the cottage, the scent of the lavender fills the air, a fragrant and soothing welcome. She feels a deep sense of contentment, her body relaxed and her mind at ease. The morning has been a gentle journey of sensation and reflection, a perfect start to her day. Chapter 3. The Lighthouse Ritual. After her time in the garden, Elara feels a gentle pull towards the lighthouse. The structure stands tall and proud against the backdrop of the sea, its white walls gleaming in the morning light. The path to the lighthouse is familiar, the stones worn smooth by her frequent travels. She moves with a sense of purpose, her steps steady and sure, the rhythm of her walk a soothing cadence. As she approaches the lighthouse, Elara can hear the soft hum of the machinery within, a constant and comforting sound. The door to the lighthouse is heavy and solid, the wood worn smooth by the touch of many hands over the years. She pushes it open, feeling the coolness of the interior against her skin. The scent of oil and metal fills the air, a familiar and reassuring aroma. The spiral staircase that leads to the top of the lighthouse is narrow and winding, the steps worn by the passage of time. Elara ascends slowly, her hand trailing along the cool metal railing. Each step brings her closer to the light, the heart of the lighthouse. The climb is a meditation, her breath steady and even, her mind focused on the simple act of moving upward. At the top of the staircase, Elara steps into the lantern room. The space is circular, the walls lined with glass panes that offer a panoramic view of the sea and sky. The light itself is a marvel of engineering, a complex arrangement of lenses and reflectors that cast a beam far out to sea. She approaches the light with a sense of reverence, her fingers brushing against the cool glass. Elara's task is simple, yet vital. To ensure that the light is in good working order, that it will continue to guide sailors safely through the night. She checks the oil levels, her movements precise and practiced. She polishes the glass, her cloth moving in slow circular motions, the scent of the polish a clean and refreshing aroma. She tests the mechanism, the light flickering to life with a soft hum, the beam a steady and reassuring presence. As she works, Elara feels a deep sense of connection to the lighthouse and its purpose. The light is a beacon of hope and safety, a guide in the darkness. She takes pride in her role as its keeper, in the knowledge that her efforts contribute to the well-being of others. The rhythm of her tasks is soothing, her mind quieting as she focuses on the details of her work. With her tasks complete, Elara takes a moment to simply be present in the space. She stands at the window, her gaze fixed on the horizon. The sea stretches out before her, a vast expanse of blue and green. The waves are constant and calming motion. The sky above is clear and bright, the sun casting a warm glow over the water. The sight is one of pure tranquility, a moment of stillness that brings a sense of peace to her soul. Elara's thoughts turn to the sailors who rely on the light, to the lives that are touched by its presence. She feels a deep sense of gratitude for the opportunity to be a part of something so meaningful, to contribute to the safety and well-being of others. The light is more than just a beacon. It is a symbol of hope and guidance, a testament to the power of light in the darkness. As she stands there, Elara allows her senses to fully engage with the world around her. She inhales deeply, the scent of the sea filling her lungs, the saltiness of the air, the freshness of the breeze. She listens to the gentle lapping of the waves against the shore, the distant call of a seabird, the soft hum of the light. She feels the warmth of the sun on her face, the coolness of the glass beneath her fingers, the steady rhythm of her breath. With a final glance at the light, Elara makes her way back down the staircase. Her steps are light and her heart is full, the sense of purpose and connection lingering within her. As she steps out of the lighthouse, the sound of the sea greets her, a familiar and comforting melody. She feels a deep sense of contentment, her body relaxed and her mind at ease. The morning has been a journey of purpose and reflection, a reminder of the simple joys and profound meaning that can be found in the world around us. The lighthouse stands as a beacon of hope and guidance, a symbol of the light that shines within us all. Chapter 4: The Seaside Stroll. With her duties at the lighthouse complete, Elara feels a gentle urge to connect more deeply with the natural world around her. She makes her way towards the shore, the path leading her through soft, golden dunes dotted with tufts of seagrass. The breeze picks up slightly, carrying with it the scent of the sea a fresh and invigorating aroma that fills her lungs and clears her mind. As she approaches the beach, the sound of the waves grows louder, a rhythmic and soothing melody that seems to resonate within her very being. The sand beneath her feet is cool and soft, yielding gently with each step. She pauses to remove her shoes, feeling the grains between her toes, the sensation grounding and calming. The beach stretches out before her, a vast expanse of sand and sea, the horizon a blurred line where the sky meets the water. Elara begins to walk, her steps slow and deliberate, the rhythm of her movement syncing with the ebb and flow of the waves. The water is cool and refreshing, the foam tickling her feet as it washes over them. She feels a sense of deep connection to the sea, to its constant and eternal motion. The waves are a reminder of the cycles of life, the ebb and flow of energy, the constant change and renewal. As she walks, Elara's gaze is drawn to the myriad of treasures that the sea has left behind. Shells of all shapes and sizes litter the shore, their surfaces smooth and worn by the relentless caress of the water. She bends down to pick up a particularly beautiful one, its spiraled form a marvel of nature's architecture. The shell is cool and smooth in her hand, the sensation a gentle reminder of the beauty that can be found in the simplest of things. Further along the shore, Elara comes across a small tide pool, a miniature ecosystem teeming with life. She crouches down, her eyes drawn to the delicate anemones that wave gently in the water, their tentacles like soft underwater flowers. Small fish dart among the rocks, their scales glinting in the sunlight. A tiny crab scuttles sideways, its shell a perfect blend of colors that match the sand and sea. She watches, her breath held in wonder, the sight a reminder of the intricate and delicate balance of life. Elara continues her walk, the sun warming her shoulders, the breeze cooling her skin. The combination of sensations is a gentle dance, a balance of elements that creates a sense of harmony and peace. She feels the tension in her body easing, her mind quieting, the worries and concerns of the day slipping away with each step. The shoreline curves gently, leading her to a small, secluded cove. The cliffs here rise up sharply, their surface is covered in a lush blanket of greenery. The contrast between the rugged cliffs and the soft, sandy beach is striking, a testament to the diversity and beauty of the natural world. The cove feels like a secret, a hidden sanctuary where time seems to slow and the world outside fades away. Elara finds a spot to sit, the sand warm and inviting. She hugs her knees to her chest, her gaze fixed on the horizon. The waves roll in and out, their rhythm a lullaby that soothes her soul. She closes her eyes, listening to the sound of the sea, the call of the gulls, the rustle of the leaves in the breeze. Each sound is a note in a symphony of nature, a melody that speaks to the heart and calms the mind. As she sits there, Elara allows her thoughts to drift, her mind wandering freely and easily. She thinks of the lighthouse, of the light that guides sailors safely through the night. She thinks of the garden, of the plants and flowers that grow and bloom under her care. She thinks of the cottage, of the warmth and comfort that it provides. Each thought is a gentle reminder of the simple joys and profound meaning that can be found in the world around us. With a deep sense of contentment, Elara opens her eyes, her gaze once again drawn to the horizon. The sun has begun its slow descent, the sky painted with hues of orange and pink. The sight is one of pure beauty, a moment of stillness that brings a sense of peace and tranquility to her soul. She takes a deep breath, the scent of the sea filling her lungs, the sound of the waves soothing her spirit. As she rises to make her way back along the shore, Elara feels a deep sense of gratitude for the gifts that the sea has offered her. The shells, the tide pools, the hidden cove, each a treasure in its own right, each a reminder of the beauty and wonder that can be found in the natural world. With the sun dipping lower in the sky, she makes her way back to the cottage, her heart full and her spirit renewed. The seaside stroll has been a journey of discovery and reflection, a gentle exploration of the world around her and the peace that can be found within. Chapter 5. Evening's Embrace. As the day draws to a close, Elara feels a gentle pull towards the comfort and familiarity of her cottage. The path back from the shore is bathed in the warm, golden light of the setting sun, the long shadows stretching out before her. The air is cool and refreshing, the scent of the sea mingling with the fragrance of the garden, a soothing and comforting aroma. Upon entering her cottage, Elara is greeted by the soft, warm glow of the setting sun filtering through the windows. The room is filled with a gentle, inviting light, casting long, delicate shadows that dance lightly on the walls. She moves slowly, her body relaxed and her mind at ease, the rhythm of the day's activities lingering within her. Elara begins her evening routine, each task a familiar and comforting ritual. She fills the kettle with water, the sound of it pouring a soothing rhythm in the quiet space. As she waits for it to boil, she gathers the lavender she picked earlier in the day, the scent releasing into the air, a fragrant and calming aroma. She places the lavender in a small teapot, the porcelain smooth and cool in her hands. With the tea steeping, Elara turns her attention to preparing a simple, nourishing meal. She slices vegetables from the garden, the knife moving through the flesh with a soft, satisfying sound. The colors of the vegetables are vibrant and rich, a visual feast that brings a sense of joy and gratitude. She cooks slowly, the scent of the food filling the air, a warm and inviting aroma. As she eats, Elara allows her mind to wander, reflecting on the simple joys of her day. The rhythm of the sea, the comfort of the garden, the familiar routines that bring a sense of security and peace. She feels a deep sense of contentment, her body relaxed and her mind at ease. The meal is a nourishing end to the day, a reminder of the simple pleasures that can be found in the world around us. With her meal finished, Elara pours herself a cup of lavender tea, the scent a soothing and comforting aroma. She sits by the window, a soft glow of the setting sun casting a warm light over the sea. The sight is one of pure tranquility, a moment of stillness that brings a sense of peace to her soul. As she sips her tea, Elara feels a gentle wave of relaxation washing over her. The warmth of the cup in her hands, the taste of the tea, the scent of the lavender. Each sensation is a gentle reminder of the comfort and familiarity of her world. She takes a deep breath, the air filling her lungs, the sensation grounding and calming. Task 2. Summary of the entire novel. Variation 1. An illustration of a lighthouse keeper tending to the light with a soft golden glow emanating from